Welcome back, guys, to the Startable Vlog, the place where everyone can be an entrepreneur. I'm Nicole Dickens, the founder of Zoetica, where we help people start, launch, then scale their ideas for greatest impact. Now, the Startable community is all about igniting the entrepreneurial spirit by creating as many opportunities as possible for those who are in the early stages of entrepreneurship to discover, then launch their ideas into the world. And it will be forever free. We're continuing our series on the entrepreneurial process where we've covered the easiest way to find the best solution to a problem, finding that right idea, or a great idea, I should say, taking advantage of the pinnacle effect to broaden your perspective in a way that ensures longevity and multi-generational impact, or building a legacy. And we began to talk to you about the various forms of capital available as you begin to think about the resources you need to get started. I want to spend some time now talking to you about building ecosystems, the environment, the processes, the communities, and other resources you need to make your idea a viable going concern, be it a for-profit or a not-for-profit endeavor. An idea does not stand on its own, but requires a myriad of other resources, as I just previously described, for it to thrive and scale. For instance, a bakery needs access to a kitchen that meets health and safety standards. It needs equipment and supplies, including food, packaging, hungry customers who prefer your stuff to the neighbors, etc. It's not enough to simply bake the best cake you've ever made and it be better than the easier alternative. You got to think about how you'll take orders, fulfill them, deliver them, promote them. This is what we mean by ecosystem. For a for-profit, we call it the business. For a nonprofit, we call it the organization. This is not to scare you, by the way. The beautiful thing is that we live in the digital age and so much info is readily available at our fingertips to help you figure out the kind of environment you need to build, to nurture that idea of yours so that it can thrive. And it becomes critical that you revisit your resource assignment from last time to determine who and what you already have access to help answer some of those particular questions. Do you have to start out with your ecosystem fully in place? Heck, no. That may be even a foolish waste of money if you do, and time, because it takes time to build out an ecosystem. I believe there is great value in bootstrapping, guys, to prove out your idea before investing the capital to scale. So for that bakery, for instance, your home oven may be okay for the first few months before you need to look at some sort of community kitchen solution or option in the near future, just to build up a steady following, a steady group of customers. For aspiring chefs, the food truck industry has opened up incredible opportunities to test out style, to develop your menu, and a following before you invest in actually trying to start up a brick and mortar restaurant. And there are constant innovations to bring down the financial capital needed to, and more ways to mitigate many of the risk of starting up. It's a new world is all I'm trying to say, guys. And the world will be ready for these solutions to the problems as we've come out of the mess of the pandemic, knowing exactly where all the holes are in every society and in every nation. And so there's going to be a groundswell of support and money to whomever has solution to these problems. And the localized solutions are probably going to be the focus initially for many of the broken things that we've discovered over the past year. So I'm just giving you a heads up so you can be ready to take full advantage of the upswing and rebuilding that must come from all of this. But let's not build back what we had before, but instead do it better. Let's do what hasn't been done before. So, what's your ecosystem going to look like? What is the environment you need to ensure your idea thrives? How many lives will it touch and in what ways will it touch? We're talking customers, employees, and beyond, because this is the real treasure, this last question here. People, we need solutions, we need jobs, we need businesses and nonprofits that will behave like positive members of society, that will contribute to building and preserving thriving communities around it, and not simply extracting value from it. We've been practicing a brand of capitalism that is incomplete at best. And I don't know about you, but I'm disinterested in reproducing that model. You will not find it here at Startable or Zoetica. We can do this, capitalism that is, better. Don't let those invested in the old model tell you otherwise. Because think about it, it's working for them, so there is no incentive for them to change it. That, my friends, is up to us. See you next time.